Se te olvidó y es lo único que puede decir.
So it was in no way meant to slight the family at all.
En ningún modo teníamos opción para hacer para respeto a la familia.
Pero lo han hecho desde un principio.
So we purchased and erected a memorial as a
Compramos
result.
el
We
memorial,
issued a proclamation the way we
ya
said.
hicimos los papeles como dijimos.
Pero él no se puso en el lugar adecuado tampoco.
¿En la qué?
En el lugar
¿El memorial?
sí, no se puso en el lugar que tenía que ir.
It wasn't put in the place where it was supposed to go.
Porque se puso en la propiedad de los dueños del edificio y todavía lo sigue molestando.
Cuando platicamos con los
Let them know
abogados,
exactly where we were going to put the monument.
le dijimos exactamente dónde lo pusimos y le pusimos dónde
No lo pusieron donde tenía que estar. Está en la propiedad del edificio. Y yo sé que a lo mejor lo hicieron con esa, lo hicieron.
diciendo lo que está diciendo los abogados de nosotros que platicamos con los abogados.
Y lo hicieron yo creo con esa intención para quitarlo en un futuro, porque también fue algo de por vida. Yo sé cómo se mueven y cómo hacen las cosas y no les importa.
No es que no nos importa.
No, es que los hechos están, los hechos son los que hablan, las palabras no cuentan. Nos está demostrando con hechos que no le importamos y no le importa en lo que ella se comprometió.
Señora,
Las cámaras no las traen. El video original no nos lo han entregado. No.
We erected the monument.
Oh, that was the
Sorry that we didn't have the proclamation issued. So I'm not going to get into a discussion about what happened between the attorneys. I'm just sharing with you what happened. So it did not get put on the agenda, and I apologize for that. And it was not meant to slight your brother or slight your son. Don't mean that at all. We just didn't have it on the agenda.
Si fuera su hijo de ella, fuera diferente.
Yo no puedo contestar de lo que siempre.
No, ni vas a entender lo que yo entiendo hasta que pases por algo que yo estoy pasando. Por lo que yo estoy pasando, pues uno de ustedes entonces lo van a entender. Pero no lo pueden entender porque no lo han pasado.
Entonces, tú dime a mí, ¿cómo te puedo ayudar? Ahorita.
No, ya de ninguna forma. Ya dijo que se le olvidó. Ya está bien. No hay nada que hacer
Our
aquí.
attorneys about the location and placement of the monument, but our attorneys did talk with your family's attorneys, and we told them exactly where the monument was.
And we did bring that up, and there hasn't been any discussion as
So
far as that.
my attorneys haven't told me anything that your attorney said.
What about the body cameras?
Is there any update on the body camera?
So on the body worn cameras, we still don't have funding for it. We applied for 2 grants. We didn't get
Well, you got
any
new
grants.
cars? You don't have funding,
Will
but
you
you have new
let
cars?
me finish talking, please? Thank you. Because I'm talking to the family. 'Cause this is what
Millions
you
of dollars, so you don't have funding.
On the body worn cameras, we're looking at implementing those the very first part of 2016. We're out for RFP, which means we're looking for 3 different vendors. By city code, I have to have 3 different vendors with 3 different prices. We've already ward tested body worn cameras, and I think I know what I'm going to go with, but I have to flush through the city process first.
Is this going to be done before somebody else is killed, or is this going to be after? Because we already had one more person killed, Megan Hockaday.
I'm going to answer the question, and the question is that you're asking me if body worn cameras are going to be implemented, and I will do
We've
that
been
at the beginning of the
waiting,
year.
and every time that when we met last year for the conference, this was your same response. We're looking for 3 vendors, we're looking for this, and there hasn't been any movement. But yeah, you can get new equipment, new cars, new whatever.
We do not have
So I'm going to disagree with there's not been any movement,
We do
because
not have
before I had
cars.
to apply for 3 grants and go over and talk about it. So I'm not going to have a discussion and an argument about the body worn cameras. I'm
We're
going to
not,
answer
I'm not
and
trying to argue
respond.
with you, I just want to see real changes.
And I can show you the mileage on my car right now. I want to see real implementation of body worn cameras
It's
too.
been 3 years, it's been a year since we had this conference and we haven't seen any
Well,
change.
like I said before, we applied for grants, 3 grants, we didn't get them. Just found out this past week that we didn't get them. I was relying on those and hoping that those would work. Last week I had a conversation with my guys to try to find 3 different funding sources to get them implemented, and it's my goal to get them implemented
So what
next year.
can we do to make this happen? Because obviously what you're doing is not working.
Hey, talk to Carney. Carney got the cameras.
I'm sorry?
Carney got the cameras with these.
Corny has the cameras because the city came up with funding, so I'm still trying to find a funding source. So as I said before, I'm looking for the funding source. It's my goal. It's on my list of things to talk to the boss about. As I said before, when we met with the monument company, Proctor talked to.
What about firing the killer cops? What about getting them off our streets?
But I thought that they had it figured out.
How many murderer cops do we need?
I am walking back inside the house.
Shame on you.
Coward.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame on
We'll take a 5-minute recess, please. 5-minute recess.
Presente! Alfonso Limon! Presente! Alfonso Limon! Presente! Killer cops off our streets! Killer cops off our streets! Killer cops off our streets! Killer cops off our streets!
Killer cops!
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 No peace! We want accountability!